name is Jimmy Mahachi. I am the founding trustee and coordinator for Cleveland Action Alliance. Cleveland Action Alliance is a registered community-based organization in Mahachi suburb. We advocate for the protection of water sources, that is wetlands, their ecosystems and the environment. Right? A wetland, by definition, is a piece of land that is saturated by water seasonally or perennially. Wetlands are of international importance even to Zimbabwe, because in 1971 there was a convention which was held in Iran in the city of Ramsar, which is now popularly known as the Ramsar Convention. Zimbabwe is a signatory to the Ramsar Convention, and as such, there is need to respect the international treaty. So, among other things, wetlands are play a pivotal role in our daily lives because they are a source of water. All rivers in Zimbabwe, they start on wetlands. And one of the other benefits of wetlands is that of water purification. Because water that is in its natural state from an undisturbed wetland cannot be treated with any chemical. Currently, the city of Harare is incurring exorbitant costs on a monthly basis to procure some water treatment chemicals amounting to more than $2 million United States dollars per month, which translates to a situation whereby if we could save our wetlands, the water purification costs would be reduced and the amount would be channeled towards other service delivery issues. Also, I think currently there are some parts of the country in Zimbabwe which are experiencing some floods. Wetlands, if they are left in their natural state, can attenuate or reduce some floods. So, it's one of the benefits of wetlands. Also, wetlands play another pivotal role because they house biodiversity. When we talk of biodiversity, we're talking of the animal and plant species within those wetlands. And then in Zimbabwe, there are some laws which have been gazetted for the protection of wetlands. We have the EMA Act, specifically on section 113. It stipulates that all wetlands should be left intact, should be protected. And also, these wetlands, we have some challenges on these wetlands. Willy-nilly, there are some individuals, even some corporates, which are allocating some residential stands on these wetlands. So the building disturbances on the wetlands can also disturb the water table and the biodiversity. We also have rampant agricultural activities within these wetlands, that is in Greater Harare and other parts of the country. So we are saying that we have the constitution of this country, section 77, talks of the rights to water. But as wetlands are a source of water and they are depleted day in, day out, the right to water is being violated because we have some suburbs which have gone for more than 30 years without tap water from council. Based on the disturbance of these wetlands, I stay in Mavuku, a suburb which has gone for 3 decades without tap water from council. It is against this background that we are advocating for the protection of these wetlands. And also, when we talk of wetlands, we're talking of water. When we're talking of water, so it is every person's right, including the young generation, to help in the protection of these wetlands. Because no wetlands, no water. We are now celebrating, we are commemorating the World Wetlands Day, which is a national and international event. But we are doing this against a background of rampant wetland destruction. We have some designated Ramsar sites in Zimbabwe, including the Cleveland Dam, which is in Mabuku. Right now, as we speak, there is massive sand mining within that wetland, which is of international importance. What we are calling for as the individuals and organizations which call for wetlands protection is for these illegal activities to be stopped forthwith. Wetlands are important in our daily lives. We cannot talk of wetlands without talking of water, because water is a basic right. No wetlands, no water. Zimbabwe has made some giant strides in producing some documents for the protection of wetlands, which includes there's the wetlands policy and guidelines, as well as the wetlands map. The wetlands map, which is published by the Environmental Management Agency, has been circulated to various stakeholders. Although there are some challenges with the map, because, for example, the coordinates cannot be easily interpreted by a layman. So there is that stakeholder, what can we say? There's a stakeholder discontentment on the publishing of the wetlands map by EMA, on the map which has been published, because the map cannot be easily interpreted. But it's a good step by EMA to produce such documents. So I think on the issue of the wetlands map, there needs to be a further stakeholder consultation, because we have a public outcry that the wetlands map is not meeting the public expectation. And EMA is a government body which regulates, which is the one which deals with the environment. Is the one which issues out a document known as the Environmental Impact Assessment Certificate. An Environmental Impact Assessment Certificate is issued by EMA in terms of the EMA Act on a project to be done by any developer. But now we are saying, as groups of individuals who are interested in the protection of wetlands, these EIAs, or Environmental Impact Assessment Certificates, are being issued on wetlands. So we are challenging the EIA process as the stakeholders who are critical in this wetland preservation work. Also, the city of Harare and other city councils, they issue out what we call development permits. So these development permits, most of them are being issued on projects being done on wetlands. So I think what is very critical is the issue of restoration of these wetlands, which happens to be the theme of this year's World Wetlands Day commemoration. So on the restoration aspect, I think there needs to be a practical approach on all stakeholders, including the relevant government agencies, namely EMA, Zino, Upper Manyame, because they play a very big part in the issue to do with wetlands. So we're saying that we need a complete buy-in from council as residents and stakeholders who are interested in wetland preservation, and communities from most of the high-density suburbs of Harare have submitted some wetland management plans to the Environmental Management Agency, that is EMA. The purpose of these wetland management plans is for the community members to have complete stewardship on these wetlands and their protection. Thank you.